Hello students, how are you all? So in today's video we are going to start the first chapter of class 12th Python for computer science. This is not the first chapter because the first chapter is revision of class 11th, but let us start with the functions chapter because these are the important chapters and the new chapters for class 12th. Okay, so first we will discuss these new chapters, then we will come back to the revision of class 11th. So today we will discuss about functions. What is the meaning of function, beta? When we are having a complex programs means bigger program, bigger in size and complex in codes, then what happens, it is very difficult to manage those bigger programs. So for our convenience, those programs can be broken down into smaller modules. Okay, and those smaller modules are known as functions. So let us see the definition of function, that when a problem becomes complex, the problem also increases in size and complexity, and it becomes difficult for a programmer to keep track of the data and control statements in the whole program. Then a feature is available in Python to divide a large program into different smaller modules. These modules are known as functions. Suppose beta, we have to maintain our system for our school. Okay, so to maintain the system for our school, we may have smaller different modules. Like for admission department, we can create a different module. For fee department, we may create a different module. So like that, so that different modules can be managed conveniently. Okay, so similarly here we are having functions so that large program can be divided into smaller categories. Okay, so basically what is function, what is the use of function, why we are using function? So function is used to perform a particular specific task. It is group of statements that exist within a program for the purpose of performing a specific task, and the function does not execute itself. Remember beta, we have to call it in our program for make them working. एक फंक्शन कभी भी अपने से काम नहीं करता, उसको प्रोग्राम में हमें इंक्लूड करना पड़ता है, कॉल करना पड़ता है यूज़ करने से पहले, तभी वो फंक्शन एक्टिवली काम करता है. तो जब हम बात करते हैं फंक्शन की, तो एक फंक्शन ग्रुप ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स है जिसे हम एक स्पेसिफिक पर्पस के लिए यूज़ करते हैं. तो बेसिकली एक फंक्शन में हमें इनपुट देना पड़ता है, वो फंक्शन उसमें ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करता है एंड उसके बाद हमें उसका आउटपुट, उसका रिजल्ट मिलता है. तो एक फंक्शन एक स्टेटमेंट का ग्रुप है जो एक स्पेसिफिक टास्क ही परफॉर्म करता है. सो व्हाट इज द सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ फंक्शन बेटे? वी कैन से दैट significance of function is reusability of code. Now what does it mean, that is reusability of code? Reusability means beta, suppose once we have written a function for any specific task, then that function can be used in any program and for n number of times. Okay, for example, we have created a function to add two numbers. So in whenever we need to add two numbers, then that function can be used in our program, and that function can be used for n number of times in any program. So once we have written a function for any specific task, then that function can be reused whenever wherever required. एक फंक्शन को जब हम डिफाइन कर लेते हैं बेटे अपने रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से, तो उस फंक्शन को हम कभी भी कितनी बार भी अपने ज़रूरत के हिसाब से अपने प्रोग्राम में यूज़ कर सकते हैं. So basically when we talk about Python provide three types of functions. And what are those three types of functions? Those three types of functions are beta built-in functions, modules and user-defined functions. So in today's video, we will discuss the first category, that is built-in function. So as the name itself signifies, built-in means these are the predefined. Built-ins means already defined functions. These are the predefined functions that are already available in Python standard library. So no need to import any module before using this built-in functions. तो ये जो बिल्ट इन फंक्शंस होते हैं बेटे, ये पहले से ही हमारे पाइथन के स्टैंडर्ड लाइब्रेरी में स्टोर्ड होते हैं. तो इनको यूज़ करने के लिए हमें किसी भी मॉड्यूल को इंपोर्ट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि ये ऑलरेडी पाइथन के ही लाइब्रेरी में है. सो इन फंक्शंस को जस्ट हम उनके नेम से कॉल करके अपने प्रोग्राम में इसे यूज़ कर सकते हैं फॉर द स्पेसिफिक टास्क. ओके, सो now we will discuss what are the different types of built-in functions that are available in our Python. Okay, so let us discuss some of built-in functions in Python. So the first built-in function is type conversion functions. Type conversion functions, like these functions convert values from one type to another. Type means here we are talking about data type. So these functions will convert one data type into another data type. Let me show you what is the use of this function. For example, suppose I am having here the value of a is 5.3. okay, and suppose I want it to be converted into integer, then int function can be used to make it integer. Now see, when we will execute this, now it will give us the value 5. So this int function is known as type conversion function. Conversion function, since it is converting float value to integer value. Similarly, integer value can be also converted to float value. So these are the functions which are already built-in functions which are available in Python. And see here, I am not importing any module, since these are built-in functions and already stored in the Python library. Okay, so let us see which is the next built-in function. So next built-in function is the most common one which we are using since from class 11, that is input function. What is the purpose of input function? It enables us to accept an input string from user without evaluating its value. It continues to read input text from the user until it encounters a new line. Let us see what does it mean. Let me have one input function and let us write a statement. Now see what will happen when we will execute this one. It will ask us to enter a value. Okay, so when we will execute this, okay, we have been asked to enter a value. Suppose I have entered 5, and when it will accept that value, as soon as we will press enter, the value will be accepted. So now I am pressing enter and the now value has been accepted. So input value, the function of input is to accept an input string from the user without evaluating its value. But next one is eval function. It is used to evaluate the value of a string. It takes a string as an argument, evaluates this string as a number, and returns the numeric result. What does it mean? Let us see here. This time we are having eval function. So just now we have seen that what it does, it will take string value and it convert it into numeric value, it evaluates it and it gives the result. So here we are giving the string value. Now this will be converted to numeric and it will evaluate this string value. So the result will be what? The result will be 44 plus 55. Now let us see we are having 99. That is the difference. This input function is not going to evaluate, but it will evaluate by converting the string into numeric value. Okay, so let us see the next one. Next function is ABS function. This is a short of absolute function. So we know in maths we have already learned that absolute function returns the absolute value of a single number. What does it mean? Suppose we are having any value, suppose I am having a negative value, and when we will print the absolute value of a, it will give you only the value, it will not give you the sign. So what will be the result? The result will be 45. Okay, so the next one is type function. So type means it will give us the data type. For example, here we are having 45, and when we want to find out what is the data type of 45, we have to use the function type and then the variable name for which we want to identify the data type. And when we will execute this, what do you think, what will be the output bit? The output will be integer, since the type is integer. Let us see here, type integer. Suppose I am writing here 45.3, the answer should be what? Float, because type function gives us the data type. Let us see, yes, it is giving us float. Okay, now the next function is len function. Okay, so let us have the len function. What it will do, it returns the length of an object. See, length of object means how many elements are present. Okay, so suppose here I am having 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose this one is a list, and here if I will try to find out the length of this list, what should be the result beta? How many elements are present? Here 4 elements are present, so result must be 4. Here we are having 4. If you will increase one element, so the result will be 5. Okay, then the next built-in function which is available in Python is min and max function. So as the name signifies, min will give us the minimum and max will give the maximum value of several values. Okay, so let us see in the same program I am editing. Suppose I am taking mean, so which is the minimum value available from this group of values? It is 2. Okay, and if we will write here max, what should be the result beta? The result should be 7. Okay, so we are getting minimum and maximum values. Then next one is the round function. So round function will do what? Let us see. Suppose I am writing here beta print round function and 12.53. okay, so what it will do beta, it will round up these values. So after decimal we are having 5, or if we will have 5 or more than 5, then this will be rounded up to the next higher number. So the result will be what? Result will be 13. Let us see, we are having 13. Now suppose if we want that the roundup should be up to first decimal number, then answer will be what beta? 12.5. okay, now see here the answer is 12.5. but suppose here if I am writing here 6, then it will become 12.6. let us see, 12.6. so if this is not mentioned, that no, then there will be no digit after decimal place. If you have any digit mentioned here, then that many digit will be available after decimal. Okay, so this was round function, and the last built-in function is range function. Let us see how it works. Suppose I am having one list. Suppose range, we will start from 2 and 5 and print a. Let us execute this one beta. So see, range function gives a range of values. Here 2 is the starting value and this is the end value, and but this end value remains excluded from the set of values. So here we will have all the values, but this will be the excluded one. So in our list the values will be 2, 3, 4. Suppose I am writing here beta, suppose I am writing here 10. So what will be the different values? The different values will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 10 will remain excluded. Okay, what if I will write here 2? This is the start value, this is the end value, and this is the step value. It means it will give you the result and stepping by one. So here 3 will not be included, 5 will not be included, then 7 will not be included, 9 will not be included. Let us execute this and see the result. Okay, now see, here we are having 2, 4, 6, 8. It will skip the in between elements because we have taken the step as 2. If you want all the elements from the starting value to the end value, you have to write nothing because by default this step will be 1. So here it will take all the values but the last one remain excluded. Okay, so today we have discussed what is function, what are the different types of function, what is the significance of function, and what are the different built-in functions that are available in Python. Okay, so in the upcoming video we will discuss about the modules. Okay, so I hope you have understood all this concept that we have discussed in today's video. Still, if you are having any doubt, you can ask me. So thank you for watching. Stay safe.